Up is Todd. I had a chance to speak with him here a while back and have a good conversation about the Constitution and how our rights are being eroded, and I was very impressed. But I want to introduce him. He's running for the Senate seat for Congress. Glad to have you here, brother.
No longer conceal.
What's up?
You no longer conceal. I can see you.
Hey, Nebraskans, how we doing?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just going to sit on.
You know, I was reminded this morning, George Washington crossed the river because he already signed his death warrant by signing the Declaration of Independence. It was freezing cold, it was frigid, but those troops made the battle anyways and made the trip. And so did you, because we're real patriots here for our constitutional freedoms here in Nebraska. It's time we take back the rights given to us by our Creator, take back our government, because we know what's best for this country. We want to make our own lives, and it's time. It is time. It is time.
Yes, it is.
Now, we have seen a continual assault on the Constitution here for a long time. The reason I've been running for a while and speaking for a while is to protect your rights. Because when you have your rights and you use them, America is great again.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the Second Amendment. This year in a vote, I'm going to go to the Fourth Amendment because it's the same argument. Your government is spying on you and monitoring you daily. They know everything you're talking about. And our representatives took a vote and said, it's okay that you take away our privacy. Why? Security. The government will take care of you better. We need to make sure you're more secure. Now, what's the argument to take away your guns? Security. It's all about popular opinion. The government has no right to take away our privacy and no right to take away our guns. The Constitution is clear. The Constitution is the rules we, the people, put on the government before the government puts rules on us. You cannot violate it.
That's right.
But they think it's up to popular opinion now. I'm sorry, no, it's not.
No.
The 5th and 14th Amendment, they're not allowed to deprive us of life, liberty, or property. But yet funding providers that take away life is okay.
Yep.
Passing motions to take away our property and our guns, hey, that's okay. It is not okay. That's why we wrote the amendments. Now, we have got a lot more violations going on, and we have to understand that a violation of one clause of the Constitution or Bill of Rights is an attack on the entire Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Yes, it is.
As Americans, we have got to learn to stand up for 100% of that document all the time. Otherwise, we're jeopardizing other rights. Friends, we have things that people don't even care about. Our senators did not ratify presidential treaties over the climate accords. Our electric grid, how we power our homes, was going to cost double, if not triple, with a full-on attack on coal. We never gave the president power to sign a deal in Paris that wasn't ratified by the Senate. They don't think they have to do their constitutional job. Our president can jeopardize our national security, give Iran all the money to build the arsenal they want, and our Senate goes missing. They don't ratify that treaty. It's wrong. Our pastors are not allowed to speak. If you liked Gary's speech earlier, let's give a big round of applause for Gary. The Johnson Amendment says no free speech for you, Gary, on issues of politics in the pulpit. Whatever. We have the right to speak, and our pastors can speak on whatever they will choose. That is the First Amendment, and we're going to defend it so Gary can keep changing lives in our city. Thank you, Gary. Now, we have congressional failure right now. Completely inept. We gave them very few jobs. Unfortunately, our Congress looks at the document right now and says, we are going to do everything you did not assign us to do, and we are going to do nothing you assigned us to do. That is how backwards we have become as a nation. Article 1, Section 8 is very clear. Here is what your job is, Congress. Do it. Everything not listed here is not your job. Leave it alone. Now, if the Second Amendment wasn't in there, which it is, we still have the Ninth Amendment. Everything that is not written in that document, you still have rights that are not even listed. We felt so passionately about the right for free speech, the freedom of religion, press, the right to own our guns, we actually named it. That's how strong we feel about these rights. But you have a multitude of rights that are not even listed in the Constitution. They're yours, not the government. Know that. And the 10th Amendment. We're all friends and neighbors here. We all have variable opinions on issues. But guess what? Where we have differences, we don't solve them at the federal government. We gave powers to this house, the state house, before we ever gave the federal government. And we gave powers at the local city council level to address our local issues. We have forgotten the structure in our federal government, and it needs to be restored back to its original power jurisdictional jobs. That's where they're lost. So, you guys are warriors. You came out today to defend the founding document. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
We can win this together when we start standing up for what's right, when we start educating people on the Constitution. We live in a republic. Say it with me. Republic. 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 Do not fall for these lies of democracy. We are not in a democracy. We are in a republic. Do not fall for these lies of centralization of control. We never wanted that. Do not fall for the lies we gave power to one powerful person. We have restraints on power. There is a reason for that. We need our government doing less and our people doing more. And I want to leave you this word of warning. We love our Second Amendment. But here's the facts. The largest killer of humankind in history from guns is government. It's called democide. You can look around the world. The argument being made by liberals and rhinos is the same. We're going to trust the government with the guns to keep the guns out of your hands. This has been the action over the course of human history that has empowered governments to take human life. Democide is scary. We can't let it happen. We have our Second Amendment rights. I trust you, the people, my neighbors. Let's go take our Constitution back. Let's take our government back. And let's preserve our rights. And as the preamble calls, our charge from our founding fathers was simple. We are to ensure the blessings which are gifts from God. Amen? 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 We are to ensure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, the next generation, guys like you. Do not look your legacies in the eye and say you failed. And I guess by this crowd showing up in this weather, no one's letting their legacies down. I'm not going to let your legacies down either. I have my own. Let's do this. Amen? Thank you. Amen.